I mean, the show itself is analogous to the making of the show.
The White House is almost like a production.
Because it is front and back of house in both worlds.
I think I might be the chief usher.
That would be A.B. Winter. Where's A.B.?
I was so fascinated that this was a show that concentrated on a portion of the White House, that we've never centered that spotlight directly on the people who do the day-to-day hard work of keeping the lights on.
The unsung heroes, the whole army that toil in areas of the White House that we don't usually see.
You don't know that there's a whole world that exists where the maids and the butlers and the florists, the housekeepers are supporting the most intimate part of the residence.
And it's very much like a film set. You don't see the prop master or the grip or the gaffer on camera.
The point of our work is to make an experience, but not to be seen while we're making it.
What we do is all reflected in what the actors are able to do.
There is a feeling you sometimes get when you have a job, when you feel like you're a part of something to the point where it doesn't feel like a job anymore, okay? It's weird, but you're just like into it. My grandmother worked at the White House for many years. And even when I did the audition for this, I started out by thanking Paul and Shonda for even doing a story about the regular people of Washington. When I grew up, our home was filled with the White House. We would have pictures of my grandparents with all the different presidents. That was so much a part of the pride in our household. For me, it was very full circle to be able to do a project like this in the White House. I feel like I'm honoring my grandma. I started working at a Waffle House when I was 17, and all I ever thought about was working here.
It is unbelievably moving. The 5 or so minutes right before director calls action, every department is just a flurry of activity. Second team has been in there. They move out of the way. You get into the spot. The gaffer's coming in. He's adjusting things. He's like, bring it up to 30%. Blah, blah, blah. Props coming in, handing you a thing. Flurry, flurry, flurry. And then we just exist on another planet. Yeah, that plan isn't gonna work.
Cut.
Our show has an incredible cast, but the show also has an incredibly talented crew, some of the most talented people I've ever worked with.
There are 3 rules for working in the White House.
I'm told that if you're a chef,
There's broken glass!
you have a document and an agenda for a big party like a state dinner that's called run of show. What that means when you're running the party is you know how many waiters you're gonna need when and how many people you need to plate 86 things and take it to whatever. And that does sort of resemble our labor as film crew workers.
Everything is seamless on the set.
Most of our job is just communicating and making sure everyone knows what's happening at all times.
This is not just about moving tables around. This involves the whole house. You need to know exactly where you're going to be. You need to know exactly how many staff to have.
You have to practice everything.
It's just how it is. My name is Linda Brackham. I'm the first assistant director. The general idea is that you learn everything that the script is telling you to do and you break it down to its tiniest bits, every prop, every vehicle, the makeup, everything.
And it's that harmony amongst the crew that keeps things going, keeps things moving.
It really takes all departments working together and communicating as efficiently and quickly as possible.
It's just a great group of people. I can probably turn to any department on this set and they'll help you out.
We're all kind of like making this giant beast. It's an incredibly well-oiled machine.
Just like we want the White House to run smoothly, we want the production to run smoothly.
We're a body of people all working towards the same end to make it all look good.
We're in the basement, like making sure that the heat is on and making sure that everything's running and operating.
It is truly a gift to be able to help, to serve, and to be able to build up and strengthen one another.
We're all specialists in what we do. If someone doesn't show up one day, it can really complicate things because, such and such isn't here. Who knows how to do their job? And everyone's like,
We should not be doing anything that brings this house into disrepute.
I don't know what that means.
That means don't sit while you're working.
Our work is supposed to be behind the scenes, right? Like when you're at a dinner and you start thinking about the service, that's not good. And in that sense, I think we are like Sheila and Raleigh and A.B. Winter and Jasmine.
Me? You.
There are so many unsung heroes that are essential. All of the amazing background actors that we have, I think literally like 150.
All the people who work on hair and makeup and production design.
We don't even understand. Prop makers, plasterers, painters, 200 craftsmen.
All of our amazing grips and the camera department and our focus pullers and our wardrobe department, bringing me some like slippers in between takes so that I don't get blisters on my feet from my heels. Just like really thoughtful.
All of this is a tribute to the artists who make this show and beyond, because they're able to focus their attention on the one thing, and that's how this particular look is going to be. It's a particular way the lighting has to be to the motion of this camera that sometimes is on a dolly, sometimes it's Steadicam. To have that motion guide you as an audience through a murder mystery is really important.
And it just makes it so much more enjoyable and smoother when you have a crew like we do.
The show wouldn't get made without all of those elements. I think it's a testament to Shondaland that every department is top-notch.
It's a storm, always. You never know what's going to happen. And if you can live in that storm and keep your calm, then you're doing what we do the best, and that's make film. These little movies each week that will be combined into 8 episodes of one of the greatest murder mysteries you will ever see. You got some stuff you can cut together, maybe?
I think I need to leave you. Okay.
Thank you, guys.
Oh, you guys, I hated doing that.
Yeah, hey, you guys, thank you so much for rooting and pulling for me. You know the funny part about it, it is amazing how I can do this with my eyes closed and with no hands, to be quite honest. But to sit there and to describe what I do, and it's humbling.